Peaceful protest, great. That's what this country built on. No rioting.
I've never been to a protest, and I thought I would come and see how this goes today.
Jefferson City and Rogersville police officers were on hand along with Hawkins County Sheriff's deputies at Saturday's protest, some officers in riot gear.
We're very proud of our law enforcement people here. They're very professional.
The New Panthers choosing to protest in Rogersville for a purpose.
We had an incident that happened over here in Rogersville, so we came out here to support him.
Barriers blocking community members from the New Panthers, dividing the crowd.
When you see another person as your mortal enemy, there is no middle ground with that, you know. Used to, you could disagree and then it'd be all right.
Most people are angry, then they calm down, they get diffused, and then they talk. Most of these people are talking now at this point.
Though conversations did take place between the two groups, there were several incidents where officers had to step in, including when New Panthers tried to put flowers on a veterans memorial and counter-protesters threw them back at the crowd. But after a moment of silence, New Panthers left Rogersville feeling like they fulfilled their purpose.
We're trying to single people out. At least me personally, I've been trying to pull people to the side, have that one-on-one, that uncomfortable conversation and explain what we're trying to do.
In Rogersville, Kristen Gallant, News Channel 11. Right now, the protest is still going on, and actually behind me there is a counter protest, so I'm going to move out of the way so you can see what's going on here. Now, the Sheriff's Department and the Police Department are here just making sure that nothing happens.
It's been hard conversations, and I feel necessary conversations as well.
As protests, marches, and riots are happening around the world, children are asking new questions about racial equality.
The way that I kind of position it is, when you're young and you want something done, sometimes you have to kick and scream. You're angry, but you don't have words, and so you act out. It comes from a very emotional place.
The way you explain the Black Lives Matter movement to your child may depend on their age.
If you have younger kids, you might want to reassure them that they're safe and that this is an important part of what happens in the United States. People who feel there has been an injustice speak out. Helping your older children and teens see the process through, from protests to conversations to hopefully some policy changes. That's how you show them what we do, how people have a voice here.
For a younger child, asking them counter questions may help them understand better.
So for a 5-year-old, look, what do you do when you get upset? Do you kick and scream? Do you throw things? Yeah, absolutely, for a 5-year-old. Well, that's what's happening, but they're trying to do that in a way that is productive.
And for parents trying to answer those tough questions,
never stop learning. If you're a parent, never miss an opportunity to grow.
Some people got the idea that this group of people, many of them who I know and deeply respect, were here for some kind of violence, and that's just not the case.
The New Panthers initiative's planned protest at the covered bridge in Elizabethton on Saturday raised concerns from people in the area.
We don't want a group that comes in and creates the havoc that these groups have been associated with. I realize that the Black Lives Matter members, they're not always associated with the violence, but often people that come with them are.
The Elizabethton Police Department standing between barriers set up for both protesters and counter-protesters of the Black Lives Matter initiative.
I think they're doing an excellent job in allowing both sides to speak their mind.
It's not about the fight, it's not about winning, it's not about color or whatever, and everybody just wants to one-up everybody.
Members of the Black Lives Matter initiative wished a conversation between the two groups could have happened before Saturday's event.
I'm disappointed that there was no dialogue between different groups until today, when it could have been avoided by happening earlier.
Through the chanting, a conversation did occur between several group members from both sides.
We just want to spread awareness to people and let them know that we're not here out of hate, we're here out of love, because we want them to understand that we're tired of being looked over.